Welcome back to World of Xeen. I've handled inventory. I went back to Vertigo, got some extra spell points, cast our buffs. We're currently on the 9th of the year 612. It's 10:15 a.m. and Team Beatdown is ready to get out there into the world. Let's go. This will be a refresher for me. I don't recall this area outside too well, or I should say this area and the surrounding areas. We'll see where the road takes us and the paths as we meander around. Understood. As conveyed to us, if you don't have passes, you aren't getting into cities.
Wanna buy a castle and pass? Just 1,000 gold.
Without Lloyd's beacon and an anchor that'll put you there. Town portal spits you right outside. We have this castle view pass, and then we have the sewer entrance that we discovered down here, and that's the extent of it.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Somehow the 3 golden statuettes that must be placed on my altar to give it its magical aura must have been stolen. You see, I derive all my mental powers of healing from this altar of magical beasts. It allows me to heal all the animals that come to see me with their wounds. Without the altar's magical aura, I have no powers of healing. If you could just return the 3 statuettes, I would reward you with all that I can. You could start looking for the thief in the great southern tower, rumored to be a hideout for thieves. I do not have a key, but I have heard that the keeper of the fountain near Venom Pond has one.
All right, Luna, we'll see what we can do. Perhaps, possibly, maybe, potentially. A well here with cool and refreshing water doesn't appear to have any effects on any members of our party at this time. We'll try it out later and see what kind of effects it may have. Here's an arachnoid. You can see the creature's speed there, though its ability to do anything of substance to Team Beatdown, non-existent. Now that we've demoed that off, we'll just go ahead and obliterate them. West Tower, this way. And a tent.
O wretched fortune, I, Dreyfus, High Priest of Mark, have been cast from my tower by heretics in the priesthood. To think that I was blind to their deviance until it was too late to turn them back to the path of the faithful. I would punish myself for my stupidity, but there is no time for such indulgences. I have been locked out of the tower and must gain readmittance as soon as possible to salvage what I can from the situation. The only way in is from the top, but the heretics have placed magical wards against my entrance. Perhaps you could get by the wards and open the tower to me again.
Perhaps, Dreyfus. Don't know if I'll be taking care of that anytime soon. We'll see what we can do. Is this recording? It sure is. Gotta adjust my own headset volume down because the music was bleeding.
With 5 emerald rocks, I will make a weapon or a piece of armor for you. The cost is 200 gems. Do ye accept?
What the fuck is that voice? Okay, so this pool, this pond, this lake, this what have you, I think it has an actual name on the map. We'll be flipped it open real quick. Acid Pond. It is by Gemstone Range. Let me see if I can display that right quick. There we go. We're near the Great Western Tower. We're north of the Dark Grove. Has a collection of tents around it with various smiths offering to create weapons and armor for you in exchange for gems and gemstones mined from the Gemstone Range. I have problems with this mechanic. For starters, you have to go fetch the rocks from ore veins across the Gemstone Range, and maybe you get rocks, maybe you get gems, maybe you take massive amounts of damage as you cause an explosion, that could probably three-shot the party from full health. Yeah, even pork and beans would get three-shot by that. And so there's some random variants in there, so you've got all the fun of the gold veins from the Red Dwarf range. That's problem one. Problem two, let's say you get the rocks, you get the gems, you come to one of these smiths, you get to select weapon or armor, but you don't get to pick what weapon or armor it is. It's spat out you randomly. Now, in Might and Magic 7 and 8, I'm cool with the concept of you not having control over what weapon, and armor, or item is like generated from the ore that you're just finding laying around, because you're getting it for free. Like, all you gotta do is take the ore to the person. And if there is a price, which I'm almost certain there isn't, it's negligible. So like, yeah, whatever, I consider it mostly a waste of my time except for the best ore. But that's fine. This system, though, it sucks. But if you're looking for gemstone weapons and armor, and if you're looking to save and load a whole bunch, then it's the right system for you. Will the party pray? Sure. Recognizing the urgency of your quest, the gods grant you 3 levels. Cool, I wanted to make sure I made the map disappear. Had to double check that. Looks like one of the gemstone mines is right here. Sure. Beholder Bat. Already got to see their attack. It outspeeds the entire party. Cool, we showed that off. How we doing on hit points? Okay. I'm kind of like thinking about who would be the best to mine, and I'm shrugging, and I'm just going to go with Tiny Shop as the person with the most luck. We got a ruby rock. We need 5 of those. Bones. Doesn't seem like there's going to be anything good. In fact, they crumble to dust in our hands. 67 gems. Let's have someone else mine. Necroloto. The bones explode. I mean, should have paid attention to the clairvoyance heads, right? Pork and Beans grabs another ruby rock. Exploded for some damage there. Alright. Pork and Beans, 80 gems. Necrolotu grabs another ruby rock. Don't search this rubble, and I won't. It's likely booby-trapped with beholder bats. 960 gems, 23 gems. Ass loads of damage. How rough was it? You know, I was thinking to myself, it wasn't so bad, but Zachary and Kaylin's hit points have adjusted since I've leveled up, so I would say not so great that. Not so great that. Well, since we've gotten gems, why don't we throw out... Oh, hell, we don't need to cast Power Cure. We got a box of Power Cures. Everyone gets a Power Cure. You get a Power Cure. You get a Power Cure. Great, wonderful. It's just gem efficient. Because, you know, we're caring deeply about gem efficiency, what with all the gems we're pulling out of the earth. Looking better. Let's give it another crack. A ruby rock. That's less than 5 ruby rocks. I think we pulled 4 out of the earth here. No, hey, we did get a full 5. All right. I lost count. It happens. The disadvantages of blathering. All right, so we only got detonated on once. That was nice. And we could come over here.
With 5 ruby rocks, I will make a weapon or piece of armor for you. The cost is 100 gems. Do you accept?
If memory serves, one of the mines contains some Lord of Gems who offers for some very high price to regenerate all of the ore veins across all of the mines. So you can go back to them, so that you can attempt to mine more gemstones, so that you can come here to these tents, so that you can be subjected to whatever the hell system they've got. Sure. I accept. weapon or something to wear. Give me something to wear. It's plate armor. Ruby plate armor, huh? Well, alas, we have two characters with emerald plate armor. So what we've done is just generate gold for ourselves. I like how I'm flipping open the book to check to confirm this when I could have just easily flipped open the... Like, rather not flipped open anything, but just equipped and unequipped. Yeah, Ruby plate armor would be -2 AC. And just to demonstrate that off right here, again, why did I even bother flipping through the pages? The Darkside clue book has a bit of a different layout, just due to it having more stuff. Yay, so there went those rocks. All went to heaven. That's what I get for not saving and loading. Hey, I mean, a nice pull, except for the part where I didn't need it, because I had better. But if I didn't have better, you know, it could have been Ruby any other armor. Alas, it was not. You know, it was something to wear. This well is a well of spells. The water is cool and refreshing. Understandably, we are all silvery. Your fingers and toes tingle from the extra magic coursing through your veins, plus 50 spell points. All these wells you drink from have descriptors, which I enjoy. That is something missing in Clouds.
You need a key, Orc Breath.
This is the Great Western Tower, and indeed, the door down here has been sealed off. We'd have to go in from the top. Well of Resilience. The water magically toughens your skin and strengthens your bones, plus 50 hit points. Well, let's make use of that. Because that'll carry over with the end of day cycle. This right here is Castle Calendra, which is out of phase and we can't enter it. We need to bring back 5 energy discs to Ellinger to begin bringing the castle back into phase. It takes us to Castle View. We tried drinking from that well and nothing came from it. You're noticing the constant area transitioning here. Alright, give me a Day of Protection. Give me a Day of Sorcery. And give me some Revitalize. Oop. Turn those frowns upside down. Not for everyone. Well of Might, your muscles swell noticeably, and you feel much stronger, plus 25 might. Well of Protection, your skin itches briefly, but the feeling passes quickly and you find that your skin seems much thicker and stronger. 10 armor class. A skiff here. The ship is about to break under the current. Search. You find some booty and slip off the ship in the nick of time. The ship sinks beneath the water behind you. 12,000 gold, 100 gems, and a variety of goodies. Brass Grand Axe, Silver Broadsword, Undead Eater. Taking a look at armor, we have some Winter's Gauntlets over here, some Pearl Gauntlets, Silver Plate Armor. That Brass Axe is, a sick...
There is a word for what the monks of Castleview study.
Disappointment. There's a word for what the monks of Castleview study? You remember them, don't you? Why, they're studying palindromes.
Correct. You are truly a draw cab.
500,000 experience. Wham!
Pleased to see you, fellow draw cabs.
It helps to have an understanding of words in the English language. Help! I am being held captive in Castle Blackfang. Queen Galindra, ruler of Darkside. But that's nothing new for role-playing game, like questions and puzzles and riddles, which are also present in adventure games. Manga Melon? Get one of those and run into an electropede. Get the hell out of here with that.
I am so glad you found this place. Without your help, I would be unable to return here to renew my magic and my youth. Because you have saved my life I will use my magic to restore yours.
We saved Philista back in Clouds. For our deeds, not only were we named Crusaders, but we get to run into Philista here. And were we missing any spell points? They would have been restored. In fact, because we were over spell points, we lost spell points through that. Well, I think Vic and Zachary were still over spell points even after the castings I did to start the day. Think. Another manga melon. Am I allowed to have more than one at a time? I am. Delightful. Hello, stranger. Please come and visit me, Xanthus the Sorcerer. My tent is 25 west of Castle Blackfang. I'm kind of mowing the lawn here just because I'm less familiar with the layout around here. And so I'm just taking time to explore. The third manga melon. Go ahead and grab that. The fourth one. One of these electropeds, then get the hell out of here. A wishing well who will toss a coin. Fortune smiles upon you, plus 100 luck. That's pretty handy. Medusa Sprite. Could have demoed off its attacking animation. There you go. Reached out to get us. Troll hole, descend. If we didn't have levitate active, we would have plummeted straight down there. But we do have levitate active. There's a troll grunt which outsped the entire party. Wild. Message on Thieves Guild. Guild Leatherhead reads, to all members, the trolls have stolen our gold. Get it back no matter the cost. 2,000 gold, 50 gems to start us off. Huzzah. There will be more troll holes like this buried in the middle of this hell. Yippee.
I seem to have lost the emerald handle that fits on the end of my magical staff. It must have loosened and come off on my journey back from visiting Sandcaster. If you could find it for me, it would be much appreciated.
See what I can do, Vespar. I'll see if I can make your dreams come true. Make a wish foundation ahoy. It takes us back here. We know where that leads because we've followed that road-ish. Go along this path.
There is nothing in this world that I love more than manga melons. Unfortunately, the best, most sweet-tasting manga melons grow in the southern region of the Meadowlands, which happens to also be the home of the most vicious centipedes. Please help a poor monkey dog out and bring me some manga melons.
You get 1 melon.
Well, it's about time. I practically starved to death waiting for you to return with my manga melons. But now that you have, I can tell you to go visit the dungeon in Sprite Forest. After you go check it out, come back and see me.
10,000 experience. Okay, there's a dungeon over there, presumably in Sprite Forest, which we don't need a map to tell us that that's going to be Sprite Forest, given the sprites that we ran into. But what the hell? We've got the map on hand anyway, and I already have the source. Sprite Forest. Let's go in there. Whoop, whoop. Dungeons! The party needs rest. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. Let us... Day of Protection yet again. Excuse you? I'm busy buffing here. Day of Sorcery. And you can cast Revitalize in the party. There's no time to rest. We'll go down here. Get outsped once more. Nothing here. Expired Adventurer. Get the gold back no matter the cost. Another 2,000 gold and 50 gems. I think there's only going to be like one of these holes in each of these locations like this, so I'm not going to bother exploring the entirety of the cross. Go down here. Now there's 2 troll grunts. Go ahead and resolve them too. It's going to be another note about how the gold has been stolen. Tiny shop triggers a trap, 2,000 gold and 50 gems. Hit point wise, still over. Cool. All these zone gifts. Cycling our music. Alright. Nothing here. Tiny shop picks the lock, 1,500 gold, 30 gems, and below max HP now. Alright, cool. Troll hole descend? Sure. I was looking for a dungeon. $1,500 gold, 30 gems, and a belt. Nothing here. Message on Thieves Guild letterhead reads, to all members, troll holes located at B4 812, B4 1213, B4 116, C3 20, C4 75, C4 135, C4 1411. So there's not that many troll holes, if this note is to be believed and accepted in its entirety. It is fully accurate information. Inside the hut, you find a basket labeled forbidden fruit. Orange, who will eat? I'm good. So, I don't remember this perfectly, these various fruits. Memory serves, you can find things like that orange may very well increase intellect for a character, but I believe these fruits can also just have negative consequences straight out the box. And if you try to eat more than one, even if the first one gives you a positive, it's still just bleh. Like plum, that's not a liquid in any barrel that we could drink. I'm not motivated to eat these forbidden fruits right now. Perhaps I'm part of the problem. The hell is this monstrosity? Let's pivot around and look at it.
What are you looking at? You don't even have the key.
That's right, it's another dungeon.
I am Sharla, first of the sprites. We have a problem. The orcs have kidnapped one of our sisters. Can you help her?
Perhaps. However, I've been attacked by a lot of Medusa sprites. What will you give us in return? We're not doing charity work out here.
We have 2 energy discs and some gold to give you after you rescue her. Will you try?
As long as it's a lot of gold.
It is. Go to the Temple of Bark and free her.
Hey, the Temple of Bark. Sure. I could have very well said it was a stick-up, but nah. Charla there knew their place.
He asked you for the key, didn't he? Ha! I knew it! For another manga melon, I'll give it to you. Thank you for the manga melon. Yum! Here's the key I promised you.
And another 10,000 experience. Fucking monkey dog. Alright, let's head on back. Run into some more Medusa sprites. Hey, bud, got the key.
What are you looking at? Go on in.
So welcoming. And this is the Temple of Bark, which, the only dungeon comparable to it that I can recall in regards to its size is the 9 mine levels of the red dwarf, like, range. It is expansive, extensive, and relatively newbie-friendly location. Well, think back to how newbie-friendly the dwarf mines actually were, right? But there is real power to be gained in here, and I'm not just talking about standing in front of fucking mineral veins, because that's dumb. No, true power awaits us in here. But that will be for another time. That will end this video, and I dare say this session. The Temple of Bark is going to take some time. And so I will save that for its own session. See you all in a few days.